If you're creating kids' short stories with the help of AI, but really struggle with creating the book covers for your stories as well, then come through and check out all of these different types of book covers that I have. Now, these are all going to be on my public profile here on IDEOGRAM, and what I'll do is link that down in the description as well. That way you can come through, check them out, and have a little play with these, because every one of these can be easily modified. So any one that you like, if you click on one, we can click on there. We can then click onto the plus icon just here to use the prompt, and then you can come through and edit it to fit your story. So if we have a quick look through this, here is the title and here is the author. So what you would do is put your title in here. You can then put your author name there as well. You can come through, change up some of the elements to fit your story as well. You'd also change there where the title is, and you can also play around with the different colour schemes, making this more of a unique prompt to you. So if I show you an example, you can get a better understanding. So let's go and change this. We'll change this to a different book title, and we'll change that just there. We'll also change the author name by removing that and putting our own. So let's put Linda Lizard as an example, and let me just go through and change the rest. And there we go. I've gone through and changed everything which need to be changed, but kept the same structure of the prompt. We're now going to do magic prompt on model 2.0 and render in turbo. Now, if you didn't know, I always use turbo because that only uses 1 credit instead of 2 and instead of 3. So now if we click generate, in fact, let me put that on public, but now if we click generate, we should get a very similar style, but with the new information. So let's just give that a second. And there we go, and we can see that actually looks pretty good. So we've got a brand new cover, actually quite like this one. So let me just remix quickly like that, just so we get 4 generations which are all the same. And there we go. But as you can see, we've now got a brand new book cover for our story using one of my covers as a template. So that was the original one, and now we have this design instead, and as you can see, it does look pretty good. Now again, all these are on my public profile, and the link for this is going to be down in the description below. Now, what I'm thinking of doing to making this even easier for you is putting together a little free product. Now, I could create it so it's very similar to one of my other free products, which is this. This is 100 free ideogram prompts. There's 50 for stickers and 50 for t-shirts, and this is completely free. This is just a compiled Google Doc full of the prompts which created all of these. So I could in fact create a bunch more prompts for book covers like these, and then I can go ahead and make a little free product, so it's just that little bit easier for you to have the little library, because the more that I create in here, then everything gets pushed down, as you can see like this. So I've got stuff for clip art, quite a lot actually. I've then got t-shirt designs and card designs and loads of other cool stuff. So if you want me to do that, then drop a comment down below letting me know. Now, I've actually been creating all of these because I've actually created a GPT that generates kids' bedtime stories, specifically for kids 3 to 5. Now, what I'm doing with those stories is creating another GPT where I can take the story, plug it into the GPT, and then it gives me a book cover specifically about my story. So everything that you see here, I actually created the story first. Linda the Talking Lizard, the pillow that told jokes, the hiccup in cloud, the bear who couldn't stop rolling. So I created all of these first with one of my GPTs. Now, the GPT is also going to be available for everyone if they want to check it out. It's not quite ready as of yet, but it is going to be available from this Friday, the 7th of February. Now, this is going to be called the Ultimate Kids Story Generator. Now, if we scroll down to here, this is what's going to be available straight away, and that is the Bedtime Stories Generator for kids 3 to 5 years old. Then, the following Friday, this book cover generator should be available as well. And again, the book cover GPT creates stunning book cover prompts for ideogram and from your stories. So it's going to make covers really, really unique. Now this, the Ultimate Kids Story Generator, is going to be very similar to what I did just here with the Ultimate Colouring Page Prompt Generator. Now this is a whole suite of GPTs that streamline the process of creating colouring books. So in here I have a line art GPT, grayscale, patterns, King, which is a combination of all three, quote colouring pages, and then my favourite one was my cover converter GPT as well. So with the Ultimate Kids Story Generator, this is going to be very, very similar, and I will be adding and updating this quite frequently with brand new GPTs. And as you can see, it's actually doing a very good job at the minute of creating kids' storybook covers, and again from the stories that my other GPT created. Now, quick side note, these ones down here, these weren't actually created with my GPT. This was me messing around, playing, trying to get good at creating the covers first, and then when we get to here, I believe all the top ones from here and up were all created with my GPT. Now, if you're still here and still watching this video, let me show you how these books which I'm creating are actually turning out at the minute. So let's head on over to just here, because I've put this together inside Canva, and this looks pretty cool. So the GPT, I brainstormed in the GPT, and then we came up with the idea of the ticklish pillow. So this is the book cover, which my other GPT created from the story. Then I'm trying to go through a process to create a new GPT that's going to also create the prompts for the interior as well, and keep it all in the same style as the cover. So hopefully there's going to be kind of 3 GPTs over the next few weeks, one to create the story, then one to create the cover from the story, and then another one that creates the interiors from the cover. So let's have a little look through this so we can see what it looks like. Again, this is the ticklish pillow. Looks pretty good. I really like this cover. And then it says, Lily was getting ready for bed. She had her softest pyjamas on, her favourite story picked out, and her nightlight glowing just right. But as soon as she laid her head down, her pillow wiggled. Now, I won't bore you and go through the rest of this because I don't want to make this video too long, but as you can see, this is turning out pretty good so far. So let's head on back over to here. I just wanted to show you that with the cool stuff which I do have lined up, and if you do really struggle creating prompts, coming up with covers for your stories, then come through and check out all of these. There will be a link for this down in the description. Again, you can see there's lots of types of different styles, and it's easy to edit and modify all of the prompts here just by changing out all of the parts to fit your story. And if you want me to create even more than this, then put them into a little free product so it's easier for you. Also, drop a comment down below letting me know. Now, if you found this video helpful at all, then please consider giving me a like, as it really helps out the channel. And if you're not too sure what to watch next, click right here and watch this playlist.